Jamie Turner knows all about that, and he joins us more on this year's Super Bowl ads. Now, Jamie, you're the author of the book How to Make Money with Social Media, and of course the CEO of 60secondmarketer.com. I'm glad we got that in there.
Yeah, thank you.
And now, Jamie, firstly, $4.5 million for a 30-second spot on the Super Bowl. But of course there is controversy, as always. Talk to us about these puppy love ads.
You know, it's funny because they go in and there's a lot of money spent not only running ads, but also producing ads. So when GoDaddy does an ad that is sort of contrary to what they were doing for the Budweiser stuff, they spent a lot of money producing it and then wanting to run it. Then they had to pull the ad off because there was so much controversy about using puppies in that way and things like that. So the real question is whether GoDaddy did that on purpose. Some people say it was a PR move. Other people say they would never do that in a million years.
They certainly got the publicity, so I guess it's that question of whether any publicity is good publicity from their perspective.
Exactly. You and I are here talking about it. That's getting them some airtime. We're not the only people talking about it, so it's water cooler conversation as well as network conversation, and that gets them a lot of buzz for it. So who knows? You could argue that that was a positive move for them.
And interestingly, there's also some quite serious commercials with some quite deep messages about domestic violence and self-esteem amongst teenage girls. Tell us about those commercials.
You know, things have shifted. So advertising on the Super Bowl goes in a pendulum. So sometimes they get very, very outrageous, and then other times they'll swing back, and it's usually about a 7-year cycle that this goes on. We're now seeing that shift back where it's a little bit more serious topics. There's some terrific stuff about domestic violence. There's a particularly wonderful commercial about domestic violence, very impactful, and that's what we're seeing, is that things are shifting back a little more serious this year than in years past.
Hopefully that hits the mark and actually makes a difference for people that need to hear that message. Now, of course, rather than fork out $4.5 million for a spot in the Super Bowl, some companies are trying other ways to advertise and tap into that Super Bowl audience. How is Facebook doing it?
Facebook is really going out and saying, let's go out and make sure that we can connect with people. In fact, a friend of mine did a study that showed trust in TV advertising is dropping, and because of that, people are doing more word-of-mouth things and also peer-to-peer conversations. So a lot of brands are going in and saying, let's run a Super Bowl commercial, but let's be sure we support it on Facebook and other social media networks.
Excellent. And can you tell us who you're going for tonight?
I will. I'm not beholden. Right. I'm not beholden to that. I'm going for the Seahawks because, quite frankly, their Deflategate got me deflated about any support for the Patriots, and I'm going for the Seahawks.
Excellent.